Hi, good afternoon, and welcome to day 11 of 14 kph or Karla's Power Hour. So, if you've been following me for 11 days for these special episode sets, and if you missed the past episodes, you can just check my timeline or check my YouTube channel. Just search Karla Singson for the past videos. So, for 14 kph or Karla's Power Hour, as you know, I discuss difficult questions in business and difficult issues and concerns that a lot of business people or freelancers encounter, even people who are just thinking of starting a business. I feel like these questions are important for you to have answers to, because this is a guide for you to hold your hand when you finally start your business, or even if you have your business right now. I have spent 10 years doing business, and I tell you, it's not always successful. Sometimes it fails. I had a lot of ideas which also failed. I had some ventures which also failed, but there is a difference between a failure and a venture, or something that you just choose to let go because it doesn't work anymore. So what we're going to discuss today is, how do you develop a criteria, or how do you decide when it's time to let go of a certain business idea? Now, this doesn't mean that you have to give up business altogether and you can just go back to employment or find a rich husband, although the rich husband is optional. You can still have that while you have your business, but now it will just become a bonus. But what I'm saying is that sometimes some ideas do not match who you are at a particular time in your life, or maybe the circumstances around you. So how do you know when it's time to change your business idea? How do you know when it's time to quit or dissolve a company? How do you know when it's time to change your sales and make a detour in your life? So first, and one of the most obvious criteria, is if the cash is really not working. So you're not making enough sales, cash flow is so tight, you don't know when you're going to get the salary of your people for the next 2 or 3 salary cycles. And then at first you will try to turn it around, you will have some promo or try to remedy it, and then you will even spend your personal money so that you can pay for the utilities and all of the fixed costs that you incur monthly. But you have to stop at a particular time. Maybe you have to stop at the 3rd or the 6th month. If nothing has been working and you've tried different things and you've talked to people, but the cash is still bad. Now, there could be a lot of other factors, but the cash is one very important determinant that the business idea is actually failing. So if you feel like you have a winning idea, a winning strategy that you want to try out one last time, and then you want to take out a loan, you can do that, but you have to talk to someone who's expert at it, and you have to minimize your losses and minimize your risks. Okay, so the second determinant, or the second criteria, is your health. So if your health is already failing because you are so stressed and you're over fatigued with your business, or even if it's just not physical stress, because you might be the boss and you have people working around you, but if you have problems and you don't know how to handle with them, right, you're not emotionally ready for all the problems that a business brings you, or you had an illness which may not be related to the business, but it affects your performance in the business. So maybe it's time to let go of that business idea. Maybe you can switch to something easier, lighter, or maybe location independent. So if you have experienced a serious medical treatment, you have to be in a hospital, you're ill, you're extremely fatigued, you're extremely stressed, and you cannot fulfill the tasks needed to run the business right, then maybe it's time to also let go of that business. The next criteria, or the next determinant, is that you need to talk to people that you trust, and there are 3 kinds of people that I suggest that you talk about before you close your business. These 3 people, you have to get their votes and you have to get their opinions about it. So first, and obviously the most important one, is you have to talk to a coach or a mentor, someone who is in the same line of business as you, but someone who is definitely more successful than you and has been in the business for a long time. So it's really important to have a business coach or a mentor to look after you and to tell you all of the hurtful but truthful things about your business so that you can open your eyes. So most likely you've been talking to them to ask for advice as well, but nothing is working. Maybe there's something wrong with the implementation, or something in your location might not be working at this particular time, or you're producing something that's seasonal, or something that doesn't have enough demand yet. So a business coach can help you pinpoint where the problems are, and even if that coach might not be exactly correct, he or she will give you a clearer picture of what's happening and can give you more insight with regards to all of your blind spots, all the things that you didn't see when you ran your business and why you're having a hard time. So if the vote of that person is a no, like no, like you don't pursue this business anymore, then that's a good sign that you should maybe drop it and just move to another business idea. So another person that you need to talk to is, of course, the people who care about you and the people closest to you personally. Maybe this is your best friend, maybe this is a spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, relative, a family member, your mom. So these people care about you, and they see you and how you behave and your health as a reflection also of how you do your business. So if your business is successful, they will know, and they will see that you're happy and you're not stressed and you're making a lot of money, and you take your girlfriend out a lot of times, take your family on a vacation. So these people around you, they're also affected with your state, not just as a business person but also as a human being. And these people care about you deeply, and they love you, and they are definitely cheering you on, and they're the first people to want you, who want you to succeed. However, if they feel like what you're doing right now is not good for you anymore, and if they see that it will not be good for you in the long run, and if that's their vote, then maybe you should also consider closing your business or maybe changing your business idea. Okay? And lastly, another person that I would want you to talk to, and this is quite a wild card, is I want you to talk to your ideal customer. So develop a persona about your ideal customer in your business, and then talk to them and ask them what's wrong. You can ask them what your pain points are. You can talk to them about your pain points, and you can ask them where things could be wrong, or if they feel like you can still do something to change, to turn the tables and to make them buy from you again. So these people might have bought from you before, but they're not buying right now. Or these people are buying the same thing, but they're buying from your competitor or something like that. So you have to talk to them, and you have to know what you might be doing wrong and if you can do something about it. Now, if they tell you to change this, and maybe you can try that out for a bit, but if the vote from the other people is already don't pursue it, then maybe they were right. And if it's not good for you, if it's not good for your health and the money is not good anymore, then maybe whatever that ideal customer will say will not even matter. But the good thing about talking to your ideal customer is that you get an additional insight from a third party, and someone who is actually part of the market, someone who can speak and who can give you a hint why it's not working. So these are the three kinds of people that you should talk to, and you should get their votes and get their advice before you decide on closing your business. Now, lastly, you have to, of course, check yourself. How passionate are you right now with regards to your business? As health is a very important thing, and that's just physical health. Emotional health is also very important. It's important for a business person to wake up every day looking forward to do business, looking forward to check their email, to open their email, to go to the office, looking forward to talk to a customer, submit a proposal, going to a pitch, doing these things. You should feel excited thinking about it. You should feel like it's the only thing that you were, born to do. So if you feel these feelings, then maybe there's still hope for your business, because you will not stop until you get to perfection and you get to succeed in your business. In fact, that's how I did it with most of my businesses. My flower shop, my events and PR company, the jewelry shop that I'm going to start, the VA and creative placement agency. All of these things are my passions, and all of these things I love to do them. I can't think of doing anything else. Now, a lot of people approach me and ask me, hey, you can like sell insurance, or with your network and with your skills and your confidence and your English proficiency, they offer me to sell real estate, they offer me to sell cars, they offer me to sell insurance. And I agree, there's a lot of money selling those things. In fact, a lot of people who have been in business way later than me in those industries, they have had more financial success than me. But that's just financial, you know. Like I really love what I'm doing, and I'm also having a lot of success doing all of these ventures, all of these different ventures that I'm doing. So maybe I'll invest in those things, no problem. I already invest in real estate and stocks right now, but I don't have to do it full time because it's not my passion. So same thing that happened with all of my past businesses which failed. They weren't my passion. I had a business which was meat processing. I had a business which was fish farming. I had a business which was selling perfume. So these are nice and okay businesses, but they weren't really my passion. So for me, with that vote alone, I had to let it go because a lot of things didn't follow through after that. It's not my passion. I'm not excited to do it. So I'm not doing my best in selling and marketing. So the cash is not enough. And then when there's problems, I get stressed about it. And then, you know, sometimes I get over fatigued just working for it, and then I don't feel any passion towards it. I can't even bring myself to talk to a coach because I'm even like sometimes like for the meat processing business, I was even embarrassed to tell people that I was doing it. There's a lot of money in it. I was making like 12,000 pesos, or what's 12,000 pesos? It's like $250 a day just for every delivery, and that's a lot of money here in the Philippines. A lot of people don't even reach that level, but I had to let it go because after a while it just slowed down because it wasn't really my passion. I wasn't passionate about it. I didn't even eat that kind of meat every day. So it's, you know, it shouldn't have a place in my life. And that's how I decided to just let these things go. So as you know, passion is very important. Probably the most important thing in starting your business. And when you feel like you're losing it and you're losing your love for your business, trust me, there's a very, very high likelihood that business is wrong for you. Now, the good thing is there are millions of business ideas, and there are millions of categories that you can niche down on. There are a lot of people that you can serve. There are a lot of problems that need to be solved. In fact, in one of the exclusive Facebook groups where I'm at, you should check it out sometimes. It's called Proven and Profitable. They present one new proven and profitable business idea every month. And these business ideas are very varied. So, you know, there's always something out there for you. And if you fail one time, don't worry, because you will always find something that you love. And lastly, follow what you love, and the money will just follow after you. So don't follow the money because that's not what you love. Follow what you love. The money should always follow after you. So I hope you enjoy that, and see you tomorrow for the next episode of 14 kph or Karla's Power Hour. Bye.